Good day, y'all. Welcome to Alchemy Within from Out Amongst the Stars. And today is a cool transit. Today is Uranus, which I have a lot of in my chart, and I have it pulled up here. Conjunct Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty and women and young women. So I'm going to introduce my daughter, Shelby. Hi, Shelby.
Hey there. Hey, Mom.
Thank you for thank you for joining me today. This was kind of cool. So we're just going to start with showing you what's happening in my chart on this day that we decided that we would have our first chat together. For me, rather than speaking about all of the transits for each individual rising sign, going into all the details of basic transit, I'd rather have a one-on-one with a person and talk about them individually so that we can kind of learn some real aspects of the chart. So I've invited, so rather than it being a theory, I'd rather do it from an actual live person's chart so we can actually learn some real life experiences and see how it's, when these transits happen, how they get activated. So for me today, Saturn, which is my life lesson, which is in my house of home and family, has Uranus, the sudden change, lightning bolt, revolutionary, futuristic technology planet, conjunct Venus, that one of beauty and love and women, and all the feminine energy, and our value. And it is all conjunct here in the fourth house, which is of home and family. So we have Shelby joining us for a session on how to interpret the Venus in the chart. Essentially, we're going to see how this has been activated. And another really interesting thing I noticed too was that the North Node here, my North Node, which is your path to enlightenment, essentially where you're sort of headed in the future and kind of what feels a little bit foreign. As we grow older, we become more comfortable with this. It's actually basically where you're headed when you are on your life path. And for me right now, the North Node, if you go down here and you look where it's at, in transit, it's 4 degrees. But it is sextiling my natal North Node. There's a 1 degree difference. It is also sextiling Mars, because Mars is at 2 degrees. It is also sextiling Saturn in transit, my life lesson, at 2 degrees. And so that was a really interesting thing, as well as the Pluto. Now this is the big transit of everybody's dealing with globally, a Pluto going into Aquarius, which just happens to be my first house. And Pluto's the transformational planet, and it's totally opposing Venus. So that, again, that is also being activated by the moon. So we have this opposition happening, and the moon is the emotional body. Venus, of course, again, the women, beauty, value, finance, that sort of thing. So we are going to now jump onto Shelby's chart so that we can learn some things about her. But I just wanted to show you how it's getting activated in mine first. So that is really, really interesting. So
You also have, I was going to say, before you go anywhere else, where's the sun today?
Oh, yeah. And that was another one. Then sun is on Chiron. Exact. Yeah, we forgot that one. Thank you for bringing that up. So yeah, 10 degrees. The sun is on the Chiron, the wounded healer. So that is being illuminated, which this obviously has a lot to do with me helping others heal in the world, to help my own self heal in that third house of communication and the Aries energy, which is about self, the I am, the initiating energy of being, a pioneering type archetype of, well, it's also the warrior type archetype, but this is just all really interesting transits that are happening today. There's probably more, but we won't go. There's probably more if we dive into all the different aspects. Those are like really obvious conjunct transits. So really cool. So we'll start with the transits for you today, Shelps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We were looking at that Uranus Venus conjunction on your Saturn in your fourth house, and then I was saying to you earlier, I thought we were kind of behind. Like we meant to get me rolling and helping you with this, chatting with you on the podcast. And I don't know, everything that is, coming together today, it feels kind of synchronistic. I don't know. I like that.
Yeah, it totally does. And we didn't even really plan it. We actually planned it for a different day. And here we are with this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of really cool.